you're going to love who we say good morning to. But first, let me thank you for tuning in. You are with not only the Morning Mayor, but the Morning Good Morning group. Who do we have behind? I want to introduce them first before I get you ladies on with us. Come on over here by the microphone. Yeah. Just tell everyone your full name. What's your full name?
Messier.
Yes.
Cox.
Yay! And how old are you?
9.
You are so handsome. Yes.
Thank you.
What school are you in?
A charter school.
Yes, absolutely. Do you have any plans when you grow up? What do you want to be?
In the NFL.
In the NFL. That's awesome. Who's your favorite player?
Me.
All right, folks. And who's your? Bring your brother over here. Come on over here and say hi to everyone. What's your full name?
Remier. Cox.
Oh my gosh, what a beautiful name, Premier. How do you spell it?
P-R-E-M-I-E-R.
Just like a premier. That's awesome. And how old are you?
11.
11. Are you married?
I hope not.
Oh, all right. Just wondering.
This is news to me.
School premier.
I'm a Delmar.
Uh-huh. And your brother wants to be an NFL player. How about you, Premier?
I don't know yet.
Okay, you have time to think about it. Okay, thank you, boys. Now let's get Mom and guest over here. Casey, aren't they great?
That was awesome.
Huh?
That just made my day. It's only 9 a.m.
I love it.
Great.
Love it, love it. Who's your favorite NFL player? Me. Folks, we have with us two people in the community who are light givers. And by that I mean these are folks who make this a better community by who they are, what they do. And they represent a very special group. So let's get right to it and welcome Kathy Kruger, who is YouthBuild New Bedford's data specialist, along with Melissa Correia, who's the case manager at YouthBuild New Bedford. To both of you, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Great to have you with us.
Thanks for having us both. Thank you.
Boy, they keep you on your toes.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Any more at home? Any more children?
I do. I have a little girl, Charisma Cox, and a daughter, Josiah Barrows.
Every single one of them named beautifully.
Thank you. Thank you.
How awesome is that?
Thank you.
For folks who aren't familiar with what YouthBuild does, the purpose, the mission, how would you go about explaining it to somebody who has no idea what YouthBuild is all about?
I think first, the obvious thing is that we are a GED program. However, I would say that more than that, we are a career development, leadership development program. The GED just happens to be part of that. But basically we focus on career development skills and also taking a young person and instilling some leadership qualities, or really just developing those qualities that they possess to create leaders in the community, to create change for themselves and for the community.
I think that's the key word, change.
Definitely.
Because they change in order to empower themselves with a program like this. So there's a lot of change going on in themselves and how the program helps empower them. Very, very awesome. I was talking with a teacher just recently, and I mentioned GED, and she corrected me.
Yeah.
Huh? What do they call it now? What's the modern day vernacular for GED? It's like,
yes, it's no longer in the state of Massachusetts known as a GED, and I think nationally they're beginning to make that switch.
Yeah.
So here in Massachusetts it's now called a HISET certificate.
A HISET.
A HISET, H-I-S-E-T. And a young person looking to further their education who has dropped out is looking for a HISET certificate.
Okay. Any reason why? Well, I guess it doesn't matter why they changed the name from GED to HISET, but they have, right?
Yeah, education I think is becoming more and more privatized. So that's just, we're seeing a turnover in the people who create the GED testing and things of that nature. So that was just part of it.
Yeah. What I'm going to ask Kathy Kruger this also, but what inspired you? What drew you to this program, Melissa?
I actually am a graduate of the program. I participated in the program as a member myself in 2000. I was recruited into the program, and quickly I definitely had the idea and the feeling that not only was I there to reach my goals and better myself, but there was a community of people that were there to support that. And so since that time, that has stuck out with me. Not only did I benefit from that, but now I try to give back by also being the case manager, being a staff person at YouthBuild, and being able to give back to the young people.
Yeah, I love that because in order to teach, you actually are learning twice, all over
Absolutely.
again. Yeah, that's beautiful. And Kathy Kruger, as the data specialist for this wonderful program, how old are the recipients, first of all?
16 to 24-year-olds.
Okay. And old, young, it doesn't matter. Whatever their reason in life for being in this moment, right? What drew you, what inspired you to YouthBuild?
When I started at the program, I didn't really know a whole lot about it. I knew that it was a GED program and that we helped at-risk youth. And I've been there for 2 years now, and I just love it.
Isn't that something? What has it taught you?
That our youth in our city is looked upon sometimes negatively,
Mm-hmm.
and
Stereotype?
some of these kids just have no place. They're not led anywhere. They're not, good job.
Yeah.
And we give that to them and show them that there are other things in life that they can better for themselves and not follow the same paths that they've been on.
Yeah. So a lot of the kids left school for various reasons and now are coming back to school.
Definitely.
So I guess the question is, when do your classes start so we can get inspired?
Yes, we are actually starting on January 4th. That's the first day of the program. However, there's a process in order to enter the program. They would come in for an informational meeting. We're actually holding the last informational meeting this Tuesday at 10 a.m. And
Tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And a young person should come in at 10 o'clock. We're at 593 Kempton Street in New Bedford, the old St. Mary's home.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, so we're right on the second floor.
Okay.
So if a young person wanted to come in, they could sit down at that time and get all the information to the program. You'll receive an application at that time. Because it is short notice, we're asking that if you're interested that you come along with your paperwork. Basic things like ID, birth certificate, social security card, are things that you would be able to bring with you. And then you would receive an interview from there and be ready to go for January 4th.
Sounds great. So anyone who would like to continue, just take up from where they are and rebuild, re-empower. Where do a lot of the kids go from your program, from YouthBuild? Where do they go from there?
A lot of the young people right now are actually going into employment, seeking employment. However, we do pay a lot of attention to post-secondary education along with the employment piece. So a lot of the people are also going to BCC. We're an AmeriCorps program, so we also provide an educational grant of $1,515 to be able to further their education. And all that work is done in-house. So if a young person is planning on, let's say, going to BCC, then we would do a college tour with them. We would also provide them with any assistance they would need for FAFSA application, the BCC application, so that when the young person leaves YouthBuild, they go directly into this post-secondary education. We're also a construction training program. So we are actually working with the city of New Bedford. We will be constructing a new home. That'll be going to a first-time low-income home buyer. We have done this now for several years, so there are several properties in the city that we've already done this with. So we have another one that we're going to be doing with this new group. The young people would be certified at NCCER, which is a pre-apprenticeship certification. That's also known nationally throughout the United States. So if a young person relocates, they're going to go ahead and take that with them to be able to pursue a construction field.
Melissa, Folks, if you're just tuning in, Melissa Correia and Kathy Kruger are my special guests, along with the NFL star. And we're talking about Youth Build.
Yes.
And what? You want to talk about giving back to the community? Building a home for a low-income family? That is so awesome. I mean it.
Yep, our members are actually involved in a bunch of different community service projects.
Wow.
They have 450 hours of community service they have to complete.
No kidding.
Yeah, and most of our members reach that without any issue. We also have a community garden. We have a blacktop garden that the young people have actually planned these boxes out, built the boxes, and so we do this in our parking lot that we actually share with the Red Cross. So when there's a harvest and we take that out, the young people open up a farmer's market in the parking lot, and the people that come in for the Red Cross would benefit from that.
When that happens, Melissa, get back in touch with me. I want to public.
Sure.
I really want the word to get out, all right?
Absolutely.
Well, this is not only encouraging, it is so positive in our community to rebuild the future of so many kids. How many do you suspect have gone through the program over the years?
I couldn't imagine. I do know
Hundreds.
that. Yeah, definitely.
Thousands.
Definitely.
Well, look at that. Look at the contribution that you've given our area. Thousands of young people rededicating, rebuilding their lives through Youth Build. Love it. I mean it. Talk about building one's future, huh? What didn't I ask that you'd like to get out and spread the word to our listening audience?
I guess I think the most important piece is that if you know anyone 16 to 24 looking to further their education, some job skills, some career development opportunities, please contact Youth Build 508-984-3558, or please come to an info session tomorrow at 10 a.m.
And that, once again, is at the Old St. Mary's home there on Kempton Street, second floor. Could you repeat the number?
Sure, it's 508-984-3558.
All right, and that's Youth Build New Bedford, ladies and gentlemen, a program that does do just that. It rebuilds youth into adults, and it's a program that services kids between 16 and 24 years of age who've either left school for whatever reason and helps rebuild their future. I'll tell you, it's people like you who really inspire me. Thank you so much, Melissa,
Thank you.
for being here, for doing what you do in our community, and for being the mother of a future NFL star and a future scientist. I believe Premier's going to be a scientist.
That would be
Right?
great.
And Kathy Kruger, you are also, I have to tell the folks, you are also a celebrity's wife, aren't you?
I am.
You are. Tell folks who your husband is.
My husband is Jay Kruger, who was a former contestant on NBC's The Biggest Loser.
His brother, right?
And his brother. Yeah.
Wow. And love them both. Give them both my
They've been
very-
on many times.
Yes, they have. Give them both our very
I
best
will.
Christmas
I will.
wishes. Melissa, anything else you want to add?
I just want to make sure that we thank you for the opportunity.
Oh,
We appreciate being able to reach out to the listeners.
You know what? It's you that we thank, all right? So have a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We will definitely be talking about this fabulous program.